myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but
what's going on, guys? It is your boy Beer Gut Plays here, back at it with another episode of the WWE 2K26 MyGM mode. Now, hopefully, you guys have enjoyed the content so far, enjoyed the little bit of a break that I took, a little bit of personal stuff going on in my life, but we are back in the swing of things. Guys, if you like the content, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Be sure to check out the channel sponsor for today, Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy, I'll leave it linked in the video description below. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. You'll save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Guys, I absolutely love their product. I use it on a daily basis, whether I'm trying to get in a quick workout at the gym, doing these videos, live streaming, gameplay, whatever. Dubby always has my back. Again, use that code BeerGut at checkout. You'll save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Now, guys, another thing I have to plug before we get started with the video is my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BeerGutPlays. That is going to be the exclusive home of the WWE 2K26 My Rise mode. Now, definitely want you guys to check that out, but we also have some other great content on that channel. MLB twice a week on that channel, Tuesday and Sunday mornings. Guys, I am super excited with the way that thing is going, but we're going to get to this video headlined by a 6-man elimination match with Roman Reigns, Jamal and Rosie, Penta, LA Knight, and there's probably somebody else in there. I just can't remember at the moment. Let's get this match. Let's get this thing started. Let's get to the episode. Oh, and I'm sorry. It's Jacob Fatu. It is a Anawahi family reunion in that main event, as we got 3 members of the Anawahi family in that match. Jacob Fatu, Jamal and Rosie, and your World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns. A little bit of goofball booking, but it's going to be fun. Opening up the card, though, it is going to be the new Tag Team Champions, Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders, taking on Kit Wilson and Elton Prince, the Pretty Deadly. You're not going to see Joe Hendry versus Shinsuke Nakamura because somebody is going to do a run-in. I'll let you figure it out for yourselves. And in the semi-main event, Julia is going to be taking on Piper Niven. Guys, again, super excited about calling this whole thing. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a great, great Monday Night Raw. Again, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Hit that like button. Hype the video, whatever that is, and be sure to check out the backlog of this series. This is going to be a lot of fun, though. This series is going to be so great. We've got 50 weeks. That's why I bumped it up to twice a week. We do it Thursdays and Sundays, so you guys will be on the... we're going to have a lot of stuff going on. Again, linked my Instagram down in the video or in the channel bio, so definitely recommend you guys checking that out. We're getting going, starting off with the Viking Raiders and Pretty Deadly. Your current tag team champions, the Viking Raiders, are on their way to the ring. Guys, huge fan of the Viking Raiders. Unfortunately, well, they're still with the company. Yeah. Unfortunately, I had a great brainchild with this whole thing, but I forgot to draft somebody. Obafemi. Guys, if you know, I am a huge fan of Obafemi. I'm a huge fan. I loved the win over Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania and Brock Lesnar seemingly retiring. So I thought I drafted him. I started it, and then I just didn't. I think I did an original MyGM and thought I did draft him, and then restarted it, or didn't like the way it looked, or didn't like the roster, and ended up redoing a whole draft and did not draft him. So a little behind the scenes knowledge for you guys, a little inside baseball. And now on their way to the ring is Elton Prince, Kit Wilson, and you guys know my love of Kit Wilson. I feel like he is such a great solo act. It's gonna, like, I want them to get back together as a tag team, but if Elton Prince cannot return with that neck injury, I am just fine with just Kit Wilson being on his own. But Elton Prince, Kit Wilson, pretty deadly. One of the more underrated tag teams in WWE. Their finisher is a little left to be desired with the spilt milk, but I feel like a very capable tag team. Again, rambling on during these entrances, just trying to keep everything fresh as Elton Prince and Kit Wilson making their way to the ring. Again, former tag team champions in this MyGM. We're going to continue, we're going to keep them, but we did get Rosie and Jamal, who I am a huge fan of. I love 3-minute warning. I feel like, obviously, I think it was Rosie. Or no, it was Jamal that got fired in 2003. So, unfortunately, it was a very short-lived tag team, but I feel like they could be one of the better tag teams. They could be a big-time player on this brand. Kind of, I don't want to say revisiting history, but rewriting history, but trying to do the best we can with what we have. We're going to get this thing rolling here any minute now. Elton Prince, Ivar starting off with Kit Wilson. Now, guys, this is going to be a fun match to call. Referee calls for the bell, and a big crossbody by Ivar gets this thing started. Kit Wilson in trouble. Kicks, punches, and a big vertical suplex position. But Elton Prince gets out, or Kit Wilson, I'm sorry. They lock up. Irish whip. They are fighting on the outside of the ring and back in the ring. And Ivar, the forearms to the face. Kit Wilson is in trouble here. Another giant crossbody. And Ivar rocking and rolling so far. And leading off with kicks. And now going to attempt another vertical suplex. Knee to the face. Oh my goodness. Goes for the big spin kick. Kit Wilson catches him and takes him. Puts him on his backside. Here we go. Kit Wilson, kick to the face, drop kick, levels Ivar, and the cover, the forearm over the face. Just a 2 count for your former tag team champions. And this is going to brawl on the outside of the ring again. A huge jawbreaker. And now Kit Wilson walking around the ring. He has got to be in pain as Ivar gets back in the ring. Kit Wilson soon follows suit. And they lock up. Irish whip into the corner. And a tag. Elton Prince in the ring. Double team maneuver by Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. What is Ivar got planned here? A big gut breaker right there. And now, what does Ivar and Eric got in mind? Counter by Elton Prince, and waistlock reversed by Ivar. And Ivar, Irish whip, and tosses Elton Prince back in the hard way. And a tag to Eric. Eric gonna bring the pain, not trying to cut that ring off. And the knee to the face, the temple area of... blanking right there. As we go for a cut wrench, counter by Elton Prince. European-style uppercut to the back of the head. And they lock up. Counter by Eric. Oh, man. This has been a fun one to call, as now Elton Prince teeing off on Eric, and the cover. Not even a 1 count. Don't even think about it, Prince. forearm shiver right to the stomach. And now Elton Prince teeing off in a big clothesline. What has Elton Prince got planned here? Absolutely nothing, as the Dragon Screw Leg Whip takes down Elton Prince. And the takedown and the forearms to the side of the head. Counter. Elton Prince was looking for the tag. And the running kick takes down Elton Prince. Oh, the kick to the back of the head. Oh my God. Irish whip. And now the tag. We're going to see the Viking Experience. Oh, God. And knocks off Kit Wilson, the pin. That is a 3 count and a big victory for the Viking Raiders. Yeah, I almost called him the Viking Experience. Remember, that was like a 1 week name for him. Absolutely loved him. But yeah, I can't believe it. They are in... What a feud. A 4-star match to start the show. And I believe that's going to be the end of this feud for the time being. We are going to sit on Elton Prince. We got a rivalry going with Brock Lesnar and Shinsuke Nakamura, which I am super excited about. Shinsuke Nakamura wins over Joe Hendry. Piper Niven and Julia, though, that is going to be a really fun match to call. Again, I love Julia. I think she is super phenomenal. I think she's super talented. I think Piper Niven, also super talented, unfortunately out with a neck injury. No word on her return as of this point, but you never know, right? Who knows? We'll figure it out in due time. Oh man, this is going to be a really good match though. And here we go. The girls are going to get this thing going. Loved that I grabbed 2/3 of Piper and Chelsea. I ended up using the Superstar card, what was it? Xavier Woods card, where you steal talent from other brands. God, it's slipping my mind at the moment. Again, I've been extremely busy at my actual job, so getting a little forgetful in my old age. Julia on her way to the ring, former Women's Intercontinental Champion, that is now currently held by Stephanie Vicaire, who, again, huge fan of Julia. Not very many wrestlers that I dislike, to be honest with you, if we're just going to keep it a buck. And Julia, I love Julia. The mask, the gear, everything about Julia. Sorry about that, guys. Allergies have been kicking my ass all day. All week, in fact. And now Julia removes the mask. Again, there is a possibility she could become the Women's Intercontinental Champion at some point. Again, who knows? I got a lot of ideas floating around in this brain, and I'm excited. Piper Niven, Julia. This is going to be a great match as the referee rings the bell and hockey fight mayhem ensues. They're trading blows. This is like an NHL fight. Flyers and Penguins. If you know, you know. And the splash. Big time elbow drop by Piper Niven. They lock up center or in the ring. Irish whip Julia. Struggling right now. Oh, God. The backside to Julia and Snapmare takeover. crossbody, and a cover. Only enough for a 2 count. As Piper Niven picks her up. Niven driver. Cover. It's her version of the Michinoku driver. 3 count Piper Niven, and in a all-time shocker, Piper Niven beats former Women's U.S. champ, former Women's Intercontinental champ, Julia. Wow. What an interesting Monday Night Raw so far. And I can't believe it. 3 stars. Good match. Not great, but good. And their rivalry grows to a 2. It's going to help us there with some money. And now it is main event time. 6-pack challenge. Potential World Heavyweight Championship implications as your World Heavyweight Champion is involved in this match. Roman Reigns. You got to think if Roman Reigns gets pinned by somebody, whoever pins Roman could definitely move to the top of the line. Or front of the line, I'm sorry. Excuse me, sorry. Elimination can only occur by pinfall or submission. Match continues till 1 superstar remains. Very basic, straightforward match. I thought this would just be a fun match to have on the card. On his way to the ring, it is your current Intercontinental Champion, L.A. Knight. Yeah, dummy, yeah. Again, I was a big fan of L.A. Knight, obviously. If you guys know, for the past 20 years or so, I've lived in Baltimore, Maryland, and honestly, it has been... obviously, you know, I still got my Philadelphia roots, all that stuff, but LA Knight grew up in Hagerstown, Maryland. In fact, the last WWE show, I saw WrestleMania. I'm sorry, I went to WrestleMania Live in Philly. My apologies. I went to a house show. It was a holiday, something tour. LA Knight was in the main event against Solo Sikoa in a Baltimore street fight, which is just fancy term for a street fight. LA Knight cut a promo after he beat Solo and said, you know, he remembers as a kid coming to at the time it was known as the Baltimore Arena or the Baltimore Civic Center. I always lovingly refer it to as the Chicken Box as, somebody's on his way to the ring. It's Jacob, isn't it? I believe that. Yeah. No, it's Roman. I'm sorry. Back to my story. I lovingly refer to it as the Chicken Box because when I started going seeing wrestling shows, concerts, all that kind of stuff, it was known as the Royal Farms Arena, which is a gas station / convenience store around the Baltimore area. It's since expanded Virginia, Delaware, Pennsylvania. I believe there's some in North Carolina. Might be some down in Florida now. Anyway, it is now known as the CFG Bank Arena. But honestly, I'll tell you, I wish WWE would run more house shows than they currently do because, gosh darn it, I love house shows. I do. I think they get to try some things that doesn't necessarily always get to be getting tried at regular shows, and look, I understand it's not TKO's business model, but man, honestly, it's going to keep the guys fresh. It's going to keep everybody crisp, in-ring work, everything like that. And you get to make a few dollars. Now, how expensive is it? I imagine it's pretty expensive, but what do I know? I'm just an idiot fan. But house shows have been some of the best events that I have ever seen in my life. I remember when I was a kid, I was 15, 16 years old. It was 2002, 2003, 2004 time frame. Okay? It was a SmackDown house show. It was a June show. It was initially, the main event was supposed to initially be, and JBL was champion at the time, was off. He was off for one reason or another. Eddie Guerrero was nursing an injury. Maybe it was July. God. Because it was right before SummerSlam. Kurt Angle was supposed to wrestle Eddie Guerrero, but Eddie Guerrero was pulled because of an injury. Memory serves me correctly. It was John Cena versus Kurt Angle, and I'm almost certain, and this was U.S. champion John Cena. So, Dr. Thugonomics, everything like that. John Cena, I believe, won that match. Again, 20-something years ago. My memory is not as good as it used to be, so definitely just take everything I don't want to say take everything at what I'm saying at face value, but it was definitely such a great time. But we are starting off this thing with two heavy hitters, two major players on the brand. It is Roman Reigns starting off against LA Knight. You guys know, big fan of LA Knight, and I cannot wait to get this match started. People are going to be entering every 30 seconds, so it is going to be chaos. Absolute chaos and just insanity. Honestly, I can't wait to see what Roman Reigns' actual run as World Heavyweight Champion is going to be. Excuse me, sorry. Ooh. I had 2 beers when I got home. 2 Coors Banquets. I got some really cool stuff at the liquor store. You'll eventually see them trickle over into live streams, videos, all that good stuff. And the match is underway. LA Knight takes down a big boot. 5 seconds left in a big power slam. LA Knight trying to get done early here. Not even a 2 count. Penta on his way to the ring. Penta, number 3. He's looking to either become Intercontinental Champ or World Heavyweight Champ here very soon. Penta rolls in the ring, and LA Knight takes him down with a boot. Drops the elbow. Boot by Roman Reigns. This is absolute insanity. And what does Penta got on his mind? Absolutely nothing, because the clothesline by LA Knight and a big boot taking down Penta. Who's next as we are counting down 3, 2, 1. Jacob Fatu. So that means Jamal and Rosie are the final 2 that are going to be entering this match. Jacob Fatu kicks Roman Reigns, and the neck breaker levels Penta, and now Jamal comes in and a burning hammer levels Roman. But Jacob Fatu drops him with a backdrop suplex, and now Jamal in the ring, who is the future Umaga. And now Jacob Fatu, kick to the gut. They lock up. Up on the shoulders, elbows, as LA Knight breaks himself free of Jacob Fatu. And Rosie is the final contestant. Roman only able to get a 2 count on Penta. And Roman freaking out as Jacob takes down Rosie. And now LA Knight going top rope on Penta. Misses that knee drop though. Penta gets knocked down by Jacob. And the bloodline is imploding here. And the moonsault by Jacob Fatu on LA Knight. Oh my goodness. This is all hell has broken loose as we've got members of 3 Minute Warning fighting each other. Roman gets Irish whipped into the ropes. Oop. That was on me. Backdrop suplex on the apron. BFT! BFT! Cover! Hooked leg! We finally have our first elimination of the match. Irish whip. Penta misses. We're down to 5. Spine buster and a hooked leg. Not even a 2 count. Just levels the other member of 3-minute warning. I believe that is Rosie. Not even a 2 count there. Holy crap. Freaking, what a maneuver by LA Knight. Still a kick out. Holy crap. Here we go. Here we go. Got Roman up on the shoulders. But Roman able to fight out. What a reversal. Penta going for a cover. And now Jacob Fatu is eliminated. We have Jamal, LA Knight, Penta, and Roman Reigns are your final 4. Holy crap. And Penta and Roman Reigns absolutely going ham. What a shot by Jamal. Sling blade by Penta. And now Penta working on LA Knight as they lock up at the counter. Neck breaker. And Roman and Jamal, brothers here, fighting each other. Death Valley driver and a big hip toss by Roman. Ring post to ring post. Uh-oh. Drops Jamal face first on the turnbuckle from a powerbomb position. Holy crap. Oh, come on, guys. Sling blade on the outside. Superman punch by Roman. And now Roman calling for it. Spear! Hits Rosie, or Jamal with the spear. Goes for the cover. That's a 3 count. Mexican Destroyer. This match has been absolutely fire so far. 3 men left. And Roman Reigns, Penta, and LA Knight. Oh! That was a little ridiculous. Sling blade! Oh, what's... Oh, counter? Misses the big boot. Irish whip into the corner. Kick. It's down to 3 big-time members of this Monday Night Raw roster. And Roman with the clotheslines in the corner. LA Knight just getting up. Roman with the cover. Uh-oh. Elbow drop. Cover. And then there was 2. LA Knight and Roman Reigns. BFT out of nowhere. And the leg is hooked. 3 count. LA Knight wins the gauntlet, the 6-pack challenge. LA Knight super proud. Potential world heavyweight title opportunity for LA Knight in the very near future. Honestly, could be his stock has just risen so much with that victory. LA Knight got hurt. 4.5 stars to end the show. LA Knight's going to be out for 3 weeks. And you know the deal. We always simulate out of this. We simulate ahead in NXT, I forget what the Mutiny. So we're going to continually simulate. We are just running our own race. trying to provide you the best product on air. Again, just doing the best I can. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. William Regal, number 1. Xavier Woods is number 2. Wow, we are beating on the door of Xavier Woods. Or William Regal, again. Brain farts, mental stuff going on. All right, Triple H. Thanks for the advice, Papa H. Randall. Gave Randall what he wanted. Sorry, no, Nia. We'll give Nia what she wants. The fun thing about this in MyGM is trying to balance your roster. So we're gonna set this card up. It is the go home. I believe it's the go home show before Money in the Bank. I might be wrong, before the next pay-per-view. LA Knight's out, so opener, it is going to be Piper Niven and Julia. And now we are going to set some stuff up. Advertising. Who's advertising for us? Roman. No, maybe not. Aleister Black. There's some good choices. Don't let it fool you. Henry. Joe Henry. Love Joe Henry. Love that move too. Brock Lesnar, Shinsuke Nakamura, mid-card. I don't know how that's going to go, but whatever. We're going to do a call-out sesh, I think. Randy Orton's going to call out Roman Reigns. Jade Cargill and Io Sky and main event, whatchamacallit. There we go. Do a tag team call out. And then your main event, Roman and Randy for the world title in a... No. Yep, there we go. But, guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. If you like the content, you want to see this channel grow, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Be sure to check out the channel's sponsor. I left it linked in the video description below. Use the code BeerGut10. Check out. You'll save yourself a discount of 10%. Be sure to check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BeerGutPlays. Linked it down below. MLB action, more WWE 2K26 content. And before I get the hell up on out of here, check out the playlists that I have posted in all four corners of all the different series that I am running, whether it be WWE, NASCAR, collectibles, or retro NASCAR game, which that has been a fun series, doing it for the Biff. Guys, I got to get the hell up on out of here. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Have a great day, a great evening, whenever you're watching this, and peace out, my friends.